So I'm right in the middle of a suspension upgrade project on this bike. I'm doing the Gears Racing cartridge suspension in the front as well as the Gears Racing suspension in the back of the bike. It's actually all on the bike and I'm just dialing it in, but in the process still of filming the last few segments for that video. While I have this bike here though and all the tools out and moved around specifically to be working on it, I thought I'd also do a front brake upgrade. So I'm going to be putting on the Brembo P4 4-pot caliper. This has 40mm spacing that fits onto this bike by way of this Chimera Engineering bracket that is for the CL500 as well as the Rebel 500 and maybe some other models. I'll link to this below. This has actually been, City Garage has had this for a little bit. The newer product is just this very small bracket that will support the ABS sensor. I've got ABS on this bike and I'd like to keep ABS on this bike. So this will keep all of the functionality but give me a nice cool looking Brembo 4-pot caliper to throw onto this bike. Installation should be pretty simple. I think it's just a matter of popping off the old bracket, putting on the new bracket, the caliper. I'm going to keep the stock lines. Since I've got the ABS, it's not easy to replace these lines for braided steel lines. It may be something that I try to figure out in the future, but for now, I'm really just going to swap it over. The only other thing that you need is if you're running the Brembo caliper, the threading for the brake line bolt is 10mm by 1.0 threading. The bolt that comes off the stock one is 1.25 threads. So you do need to pick up one of these when you're buying calipers off of City Garage. They actually have it as a recommended item, so make sure you pick it up. And then I've recently started working with AMSOIL, so I'll be using their .4 racing brake fluid. So first taking off this little ABS sensor, this is just a little 8mm socket. And these actually were already loose because I just put the wheel back on, and again, that's why I thought I'll work on this now before I bother to torque up all of these brake bolts that I'm about to take off anyway. So bringing you in close, this just fits neatly in this cutout here. I believe we're using the stock bolts. And then the bolts that were included in the kit, I believe we're using to secure the new caliper. These go to 22 foot-pounds. I'm going to use a dab of blue Loctite on these bolts going into the brake caliper. Also taking these to 22 foot-pounds. And then the little bracket that enables you to use the ABS sensor, it looks like it just goes right here, taking advantage of the other side of the threading from the axle pinch bolt. So nice, clever solution to find a mounting point there. This has included hardware, has this button bolt and a washer. All right, and that's, I think, the extent of the installation of the bracket and the caliper and the ABS sensor bracket. So now all is left to do is the part that I hate about doing brakes, but getting the new brake fluid in, which is messy, and then the process of bleeding them, which is sometimes simple, sometimes not. We'll see how this one goes. Okay, so this is the orientation that I went with. The bleeder valve was initially here. I moved it up here because it's better if you can have it at the top so all the air can get out. And I moved the brake line here. The way that it's oriented, again, I think this is going to work. I have it kind of canted out quite a bit right now just so that I can access this as I want to, as I open and close it through the bleeding process. But I think once I do get that finalized, I'm going to move this line all the way up almost flush here so that it's a little bit straighter. But overall, I think this is okay. The line isn't too heavily twisted. This just has a pretty aggressive bend that, again, I think is going to be fine once I'm done. If everything's nice and bled and I back this off just a little bit to scoot it and close it, I'm not going to get any air introduced into the system. I think I'm ready for the bleeding process. Again, going to be using this AMSOIL Racing brake fluid. This is .4 fluid. I think the bike probably comes with .3, but you can mix .3 and .4. I have had troubles. This is on the mini bikes, but with the stock oil fluid boiling over on the track. I'm not riding this bike on the track, so I don't think I'm ever getting it quite to the boiling point, but I might as well use .4 when I have the opportunity. This little pump kit, it just creates a vacuum, and then you crack open the bleeder valve, and then it'll hopefully catch everything that you need in here. Again, just makes the process a little bit quicker, especially starting it, because right now there's no pressure on the handle. That initial vacuum is a lot easier to create with a tool like this. So you can see I can take it a vacuum up to like 25, and then we'll crack the bleeder valve. Get a lot of air out. And then keep checking to make sure that you're not running out of fluid in the reservoir. Yep, and I already have pressure. What I'm going to do now then is that standard pump, 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 hold. Keep the vacuum on the vacuum setup anyway, and then just crack it so that it releases to get those final air bubbles out. But it moved the fluid through the system really quickly, so make sure that if you're using, well, regardless, make sure that you're always keeping fluid in here, because the moment you run out and you start bringing air into the system, you've got to do everything again. Okay, and the lever now feels nice and hard, so fortunately it ended up being really simple. I think also anytime that you can, make sure that you're moving the bleeder valve to the highest point. Usually there's 2 points that you could put it in, and you can just back one off and switch it. It doesn't have to be one way or the other. Sorry, my neighbor just fired up his Harley. Anyway, in some cases I found that I want the nipple somewhere else just because of cable management, but in this case it made everything nice and easy. So let me clean this up a bit, get my fluid topped off, and then we'll wrap this up. All right, sun's going down. I did ride it for about a mile to try to bed in the brakes a little bit. They are starting to bite a lot harder now. At first, you need to be mindful of it, because they're not going to bite until they bed in just a little bit, but I'm sure they'll get better over time. I think it looks great. I really appreciate City Garage sending me out these brackets. I'll link to this whole kit, including the Brembo caliper, on the Steady Garage site. I appreciate Amsoil for providing the brake fluid for the project. I'll also link to those products in the description below, as well as some of the tools that I used to make this job nice and easy. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos and keep on building.